Hey everybody! Ever wondered how there's 8 types of guns in Dave the Diver and you don't know which one you want to upgrade? Yep, me too. That's why I want to share everything I know about guns in this guide. We'll be talking about all the guns, their elements, their max upgrade versions, and the pros and cons to help you pick out the best gun that you can upgrade for your daily adventures in Dave the Diver. So why don't you boop that like and subscribe before we start? I'm guessing you're done booping, so let's go. Let's first talk about the base guns and their max upgrades. The underwater rifle. Sure, the rifle has a pretty bad base stat in the beginning, but did you know that it has the second to the highest damage at max upgrade? The dead rifle version, which is the max upgrade version, has a base damage of 80 and a great mag size of 13. Not to mention, it has a 30% chance to insta-kill anything except for bosses. The only downside is, it has quite a short range of 5, so when you're in a boss or shark fight, you'd definitely be noticed before you can even shot. Another problem with this and the sniper gun is that you'd have to defeat some bosses to get materials for the last upgrade. If you want to play at a safe distance though, and honestly that's a great way to play for shark and boss fights, then you'd like the dead sniper gun. It's my go-to gun whenever I do anything but catch fish, as the blue hole feels really safe for me as long as I have this weapon. That's because it one-shots nearly everything. Like, for realsies. This gun has a slightly higher base damage compared to the rifle and an amazing range because of course, come on girl, it's a sniper gun. The only downside is the low mag size. But if you're gonna use this casually, like on normal daily dives, I swear that amount is sufficient since you'd be one-shotting nearly everything. Between the rifle and the sniper guns, it all boils down on which ones are you more comfortable in handling. Like, do you want more chances so you don't always have to look for ammo boxes? Or do you prefer better distance? It's up to you. Like the rifle and sniper guns, the axle gun also has 3 upgrades except that it doesn't require any boss drop for its max upgrade. This is definitely easier to craft and cap, but it's also quite useless in my opinion. I'm so sorry. For real though, at max upgrade, it shoots 5 bullets at once, each of which dealing a damage of 20-ish, and if all 5 of those bullets hit the target, then that would be around 110 damage. That is, if they all hit the target. Another thing that sucks here is the range. Why is it 3? You'd be eaten alive before you even kill a shark at this rate. And don't tell me that we'd be using this for small fishes, because you don't want to kill small fishes if you want more meat or higher chances of getting roast, so just use a net gun for that. So yeah, I have no idea what we can use this gun for, but if you do have an idea, let me know in the comments or something. Moving forward, we have the Grenade Launcher 3000. I'm kidding, it's just the Grenade Launcher 3. It's like, if the rifle and the sniper gun would have a baby, then you'd expect it to be good, right? Cause it would be this dude. But with a damage of 60 and a mag size of 8 and a range of 10, I'd say that this gun is just pretty mid. It's a safe distance for launching at a shark that's not trying to chase you, decent mag size, but very low damage compared to the rifle and sniper guns. The difference of this to the mentioned guns though is that the grenade launcher deals AoE damage, something that's not very useful, because only small fishes form schools and it's best not to kill them if we want higher quality, right? The only good thing about this is that you don't need to slay bosses to reach the max upgrade except for the crab, which is very easy, so it's really quick to craft. Also, you only need to upgrade this gun twice unlike the other 3 that I just mentioned. That's one less trouble for you! Like the launcher, this gun also has 2 upgrades and does not require any boss drop at all, and its stats are pretty mid as well. The sticky bomb and the launcher are pretty good to have if you want to use something while waiting to finish your dead rifle or sniper guns. If you don't want to bother upgrading extra guns though, then I suggest that you just use the level 2 or 3 versions of the rifle or sniper gun. Cause, let's be honest, the stats of the sticky bomb and the launcher ain't that appealing. But some of them has great elemental upgraded versions, which we will talk about later in this guide. Utility guns. There are 3 utility guns available at Duff's, and those are the net guns, hush darts, and the ice gun. At max upgrade, the steel net gun is able to catch up to 7 fishes at max quality. That's because you don't have to kill them. And it can also catch some large fishes like sharks, except for some that's really big like a tiger shark. I mean like, It's just physically impossible for a small net like that to catch something as big as a tiger shark. Anyways, but this is really nice for catching tunas, marlins, narwhals, and small fishes. If you like something that can catch anything at max quality though, then check out the modified hush dart. It can put any normal fish to sleep in one shot and any large fish in two shots. The problem is that the range is quite short, so you might get bitten one or two times before you hit that second shot. I got a solution for that later though. But for now, let's talk about the last gun, the ice gun. This one likes to slow the target, freeze it, and then inflict pain. A very methodical murder, I must say. I labeled it under utility guns because even though it does a buttload of damage, you'd have to stack it a few times, and that's just a lot of trouble for someone who just want to defend themselves while doing a mission. I mean, like, it's better to shoot 3 times using a sniper rifle and deal about 300 damage compared to shooting 3 times using a nice gun and only inflicting 170 ice damage, right? No? Just me? Okay. This is pretty useful for the magma turtle fishman though, as only ice damage can do the job. Not to mention, this gun needs 3 sea people smithy materials, which are the ice gems, so you'd need about 1200 base to get this to max level. Now that we're done discussing the base guns and their max upgrades, let's talk about the best alternative options, which are elements. In this game, there's usually 3 to 4 elemental variations of a gun, but honestly, there's only 2 elements that I think is worth it, and those are poison and sleep. But before I explain why, let me tell you what each element does. For the flame versions, this inflict extra damage that goes on top of the base damage of a gun. It's available for rifles, axles, and sniper guns. At level 1, it's a 60% increase regardless of gun type, and at level 2, it's a 90% increase, and level 3 is 110% increase. So how does the math work? You can take the base damage, for example, this explosive rifle has 42 base damage, and then get the 110% of it, which is 46, and then add those two together equal to 88 damage. So does this gun give burn effect or whatever damage over time effect? Nope, it does not. It only adds extra raw damage to your gun's base stat. No DOTs. All the flame guns work like that. Comparing it to the original versions, the flame guns have higher base damage at max level. For example, that rifle has 80 and explosive rifle has 88. And since the bonus are in percentage, getting a weapon upgrade would increase this gun's damage so much more than the original versions. Sounds great, right? The only problem? It's hella difficult to craft because I don't know if the uncommon item drop rate sucks or maybe I'm just super unlucky. And you need to reach the endgame to actually craft it, making it sorta useless by then. Take the explosive rifle and sniper for example. They both need a Chronosaurus drop. That's like the second to the last boss of this entire game. What else would you use this gun for? The last boss? Nah bro, you don't even need a gun for the last boss. Trust me. What you need is a gun for the Chronosaurus, because that boss sucks. Moving on, we have the sleep element, and yep, you guessed it right, it puts the fishes to sleep. Well, at least it tries to, because there's only a 40% chance to put them to sleep. And kidnapping a sleeping fish gives you the highest rating, which means more meat and higher chances of getting rows. 3 guns are actually good for this element, which are the rifles, snipers, and grenade launchers. Rifles has a better mag size, good for those that want to attempt to kidnap sharks but also want to do damage in case their plan doesn't work out. It also gives more chances of winning because that means 8 chances to gamble on a 40% sleep proc chance. On the other hand, the sniper version is a bit risky as you only get 3 tries, and if that fails, you just gotta run and find an ammo box. But my favorite of all is the grenade launcher version. This discharges an AoE trank gas, and yep, you heard me correctly, an AoE trank gas. It's just so perfect for schools of fishes. Look at this! If kiting is your game on boss fights, I mean like, don't we all do that? Then the best element for you is poison. It deals slow base damage but great damage over time at max level. So it's good for hitting a boss once and then swimming away for your life and then hit it again after 8 seconds and then just keep swimming. So loop that thing over and over and then you're done. Yep, you finished Dave the Diver. Congratulations, because it kills the boss that fast. We deal about 100 DOT damage plus 31 base damage, so that's 131 damage every 8 seconds, where we have time to swim for our life. The boss drops that this one needs are from the Phantom Jellyfish, so you can still use this on the Chronosaurus. Hooray! The last element is electric, which, well, electrifies fish. The lightning version does chain lightning damage, so it deals extra damage to nearby fishes of your target. The shock version procs a paralysis effect, which reduces the fish movement speed. I'm not really a big fan of any of these, but you'd be needing the lightning version for Silver Titan Tigerfish Fishmon. Of course, it's not required, as you can just search the weapon crates for lightning harpoon tips or guns. So there's also this one last thing that has no element but is rather quite unique and interesting. The Sticky Mine Launcher does multiple shots like the Axel gun, but it only leaves sticky bombs. Those bombs will stick to the nearest fish and then explode after a while. It's interesting and has potential, except for the fact that the range and the damage kinda sucks. The materials are also bad because you have to do night dives to get Mariel eel drops. And as you may know, that shortens your work time, meaning less income. But I'm just putting it out here in case you're interested in checking it out. This guide is called Everything About Guns after all. But that's it for now. Which gun did you like the most? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to boop that like and subscribe for more indie game guides coming your way. Bye bye!